So next we're going to go through some hamstring scrubbing, and in any running based athlete, you'll find that the athlete will get really tight through this top end of the hamstring, right up in underneath the origin. So what you want to do is grab your hard roller that's got the nodules on top. You're going to sit in next to it and basically just sit on top of the roller. So make sure you're on the end of the roller. If you've got a short roller, you're going to have to really press down on this end so it doesn't tip up on top of you. And you want to be sitting here on top of this leg. So at this point in time, you can really get in nice and deep into that proximal end of the hamstring tissue. And I'm here just doing a really tiny pressure wave just over the top end. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally vigorously scrub my hamstring. So I'm just moving my hamstring from left to right, actively pressing it down into the nodules. Hello, sweetheart. We're doing some hamstring scrubbing. Hi. And then you want to just basically move it down to the next segment. So bring it down into the middle of the hamstring. And you're going to do the same thing. Vigorously move the hamstring from left to right, and you do that progressively down. Make sure you're not right on top of the knee, but right down to the distal end of the hamstring. And then what you want to do when you feel like you've broken it up a little bit is come on top of the hamstring, and we're going to run that pressure wave. So you'll do both hamstrings at once, and this is that traditional pressure wave which we associate with foam rolling. Internally and externally rotate the thighs just as we did through the quadricep work. And then come back again and do a little bit more of scrubbing. So I'll show that on the opposite leg this time. So I'm going to move these nodules right underneath the proximal tissue of the hamstring, and I'm just going to start rubbing left and right. So it's really just sitting underneath the glute fold. Just to break up any of that dense tissue that's all knotted up underneath. Move it down to the middle of the belly, scrub it again. Down a little bit further. Most people will divide the hamstring into those 4 sections. Now, when you get to the back end, you can fold your knee underneath. You want to be here, and this is where you'll start to lift the foot and vigorously rock from left to side. There's usually a little bit of knotted up here. Feel free to just push down through these nodules and move the heel in almost like a figure 8 or a left to right movement pattern, and you've scrubbed through the hamstrings.